So today we are going to talk about the heart healthy diet. So what is a heart healthy diet? This diet is recommended to reduce unhealthy blood cholesterol levels, manage high blood pressure, and lower the risk for heart disease. So some patients who may be in the hospital and need to be on this diet could have heart disease, could have recently had a stroke, could have had coronary artery bypass graft, or could have high levels of triglycerides, cholesterol, or blood pressure. So some general characteristics of a heart-healthy diet include eating a balanced diet with whole grains, fruits and vegetables, and lean protein sources. Patients on this diet will need to choose heart-healthy unsaturated fats, limit saturated fats, trans fats, and cholesterol intake, and will also need to eat whole unprocessed foods to limit the amount of sodium in their diet. Lastly, they will need to limit refined carbohydrates, especially sugar, sweets, and sugar-sweetened beverages. So first we'll talk about carbs and sodium and why they're important to the heart-healthy diet. So refined carbohydrates, which are foods with high amounts of simple sugars, can raise the triglyceride levels. High triglyceride levels are associated with heart disease. So there are three types of carbohydrates. You have starches, sugar, and fiber. So some carbs occur naturally in food, like starches in rice or corn, or sugars in fruits and milk. Then you have sodium. And sodium is important for your body to function, but too much sodium can be harmful for people with high blood pressure. So as sodium and fluid builds up in the tissues and bloodstream, the blood pressure will increase, and high blood pressure can cause damage to other organs and increase the risk for a stroke. So some sources of sodium include your canned fruits and vegetables, sauces, pickles, cheese, and milk. Next, we'll talk about fats. So saturated fat is usually found in animal-based protein and is associated with certain health risks. So saturated fat is one of the biggest contributors to high levels of LDL cholesterol, which is your bad cholesterol. Trans fat also increases the level of LDL cholesterol. Hydrogenated fat in processed foods is the main source of trans fats in foods. So then you have the polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fat, which are unsaturated fats that may help lower your blood cholesterol level when used in place of saturated fat in your diet. So this little chart here will help you break it down. So you want to limit your intake of saturated fats, and some examples would be your fatty meats, your full fat dairy, and some plant fats. And replace those fats with unsaturated fats, such as nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil. You want to avoid replacing saturated fats only with carbs, especially carbs that are refined or processed foods. And you also want to avoid trans fats, which is, again, processed foods made with partially hydrogenated oils, like your desserts and your chips and fast food. So what's the difference? We're going to now compare the regular diet menu to the heart healthy diet menu. So first we're going to start with breakfast. So this is the breakfast regular diet menu. So how can this diet be modified for a heart healthy diet? So first we'll start with the bacon and the breakfast taco, which also has bacon in it. You want to limit those two. Bacon is going to be high in sodium and high in fat. You can substitute the sausage patty for a turkey sausage. The sausage patty is going to be higher in fat as well. And you want to offer an English muffin instead of a blueberry muffin and omit the buttermilk biscuit. The biscuit and the blueberry muffin are higher in refined carbs and probably have more fat as well. So this is the heart healthy diet menu. You see the limitations and you don't even see the biscuit or the blueberry muffin on the menu. So next we'll talk about lunch and dinner. So for the entrees, the lasagna, you want to omit the lasagna. It's going to be higher in fat content and higher in carbs. Next, you'll want to take a look at the sauces. As we said, sauces can be high in sodium. So we'll take out the meat sauce and the Alfredo sauce, which can be high in carbs and high in sodium as well. Next, we'll look at the quesadilla. A quesadilla has the tortilla and the cheese, which are high in carbs and sodium as well. So we'll omit that from the heart healthy diet. Then for the baked potato, you can have the sour cream and the margarine, but we're going to take out the cheese, which is high in fat, and the bacon, which is high in fat as well. The sides, we want to take out the mac and cheese and the white roll, again, which are higher in carbs. Next, we'll look at the soups. So for soup, the biggest thing is sodium. So always choose the low sodium soups opposed to the regular soup. And then for sandwiches, we want to offer the wheat bread instead of the white, which is higher in refined carbs. And for your cheese, you want to go with Swiss cheese. The American and cheddar are going to be higher in fat content. And for your setups, you can have the lettuce, tomato, and onions, but we really want to stop at the pickle, which is going to be higher in sodium. Salads and fruit plate, always great with your fruit and vegetables. The biggest thing here is going to be your dressings. So you want to choose the light ranch instead of the regular and the light Italian instead of the regular Italian dressing to help limit the fat content. So from the grill items, again, with the grilled chicken breast, they want to add cheese. We want to really offer the Swiss cheese instead of the American and cheddar. And the setups, again, limit pickles, which are higher in sodium. For your sides, French fries, higher in fat, higher in sodium. So we'll restrict those. Your potato chips are higher in sodium and your kettle style chips are higher in sodium. Another option here could be the sun chips, which are going to be a little bit lower than the other options in sodium. For your sweet treats, the biggest thing here is your sugar. So focus on no sugar added or sugar-free options. So we'll eliminate the chocolate cake. For the cookies, we'll offer the 100-calorie cookie over the regular cookies. And the ice cream, we can take out the chocolate and vanilla ice cream. So the cheesecake, we'll do the no sugar added cheesecake, and the gelatin and pudding will do sugar-free options. For beverages, you want to offer decaf. The Heart Healthy Diet asks for a moderate amount of caffeine, so offer decaf as an alternative. And for milk, we're going to limit the whole milk, which is higher in fat, and choose the 2% milk, skim milk, soy milk, or almond milk. For soda, we want to watch the carbs as well, so we'll take out the Pepsi and the Dr. Pepper. So some general heart healthy diet tips. Instead of whole milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream, you want to choose the 1 to 2% skim milk, a low-fat cheese, a non-fat yogurt, or a low-fat ice cream. Instead of a fatty marbled beef or pork, we'll choose the lean beef, pork, or fish. Instead of butter or stick margarine, we'll choose a low-fat, whipped, or liquid spread. And instead of chips, crackers, or snacks foods, we'll do an unsalted, no sugar added, baked chips, or even a mixed fruit cup. So bottom line, for patients on a heart-healthy diet, we want to try to do low sodium items, no sugar added or sugar-free sweets. We need to limit trans fat and saturated fat and offer more unsaturated fats. And always offer whole grains, fruits, and vegetables as alternatives to the sodium, high carb, and high fat items. All right, that's the end of the presentation. So if you can grab your phone and take a picture of this QR code, this will take you to a short survey, just an evaluation of the presentation. And that's all. Thanks for watching.